It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Here's the rookie fourth-round pick, Pierre Strong. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down. Here's Strong once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance lap. The feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one swung outside to Strong. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Strong. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Man, I seen the down, boy. Too late. I pressed it too late.
Not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the
Damn.
way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't break. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake. And as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Oh, some bullshit, man.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Not too good of a fucking drive, man. Damn.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost
What's
better
your block,
that you
man?
just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, here's Strong once more. They find some open field here. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Strong one more time. And not much much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, the run was strong. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jones, off the play fake. This one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Our first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Garoppolo.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to Pickens. But he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Going with Strong on the counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off play action. Jones finds Strong on the check down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Jones on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final.
That's my problem right there, Rob, boy. I be giving that fucking ball back, man. I shouldn't have gave you. I ain't supposed to give you that ball back like that. It's crazy, man.
This game, they've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
13. 11.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Steps away. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes it's design, but sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Come on, man. Jones, you got to come down on me.
17-yard line here.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
12.
Garoppolo. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth
From 17 yards out.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now Jones. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
I got you.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know, it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to Austin. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 10. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the Steeler pressure.
You're throwing that ball, man.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory.
Good game, Rob.
And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Give up the middle to Strong. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down and 4. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Yeah, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was Jimmy Garoppolo who really played well.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
I was trying to see if you don't win or they got one in, bro. Oh, yeah, you never got a chance to come this way. Got a chance to come this way. Oh, I gotta come that way. I gotta be there for 11. I gotta be there for 11:30, man. So I gotta come on down though.
Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers.
Yeah, let me go right now, bro.